thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin Hippos. I'm Star the Flippin Hippo. Today is October 14th and it is a Monday, which means it's time for What's Sold on eBay! We're going to take a walk through our Instagram photos from last week just to give you an idea of what our shipping looked like and how many packages we mailed out. And then we will take a look at the solds on eBay, starting with the plush as always because they're my favorite. And then I'll show you some bread and butter and filler items that we sold, as well as some highlights and some more exciting flips that had really good returns on investment. All things for you guys to keep an eye out for when you're outsourcing. Today is also Columbus Day, so there is no shipping. I hope no one rushed to the post office this morning. No need, because they're not open. We do not ship on Columbus Day. So I don't have a package photo for today. We'll have that tomorrow. Whenever there's a 3-day weekend, we just, everything from Friday through Tuesday at 2 p.m., we ship out and we do one great big photo for the 3-day weekend fat stack. But I can tell you that as of right now, on Monday the 14th, our sales from Friday through now are sitting at 27 total sales. 17 on eBay and 10 on Poshmark. Our Poshmark is lit, you guys. It is on fire. We have 10 sales so far, and then we have another 26 hours until we do our shipping. But we're right where we should be, just about, as far as our average sell-through rate, or our historical sell-through rate of 0.5% on our listings. We're hovering around 1980, 1990 listings. We're just below 2,000 where we're seeming to hover. So we're doing really good this weekend. This is the second weekend of Q4, and the second full week was last week. So our sales have actually been climbing. Everyone should be. We are definitely out of that summer slump. We are getting into Q4. I hope everyone is seeing the increase in the sales, and it will only get better from here, you guys. Q4 is a very exciting time. All right, let's just jump into the video. Last Monday was 23 packages, 18 on eBay and 5 on Poshmark. That was actually a pretty bad weekend for us. That was pretty slow. We should be between 25 and 30 on Mondays. So we weren't too shy, but only having 18 on eBay, nah. But then I'm looking at today, and we've only had 17 on eBay. So eBay may just be slow getting out of the gate into Q4 this year. But our Poshmark is definitely pulling up the slack where eBay is lacking. Just another reminder, guys, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Branch out to other platforms, put your items elsewhere, because definitely when eBay is slow, the other platforms can pick it up for you. On Tuesday, we did really well. We had 11 packages, all eBay sales. Wednesday, we had 5 eBay sales and 1 on Poshmark. Thursday, I forgot a photo of the packages because our bulk shipment of remotes came in. So I just put this photo there to hold the place, and we shipped out 5, all eBay. And then on Friday, we picked back up again with 9 packages, 7 on eBay and 2 on Poshmark, and 2 new babies that joined the pod. You can see them there. They were from a longtime viewer and group member, Anna from Canada. All right, let's jump on over here to the sales. We'll start here with this little pink Peep plush. He was 50 cents at the Goodwill, and I accepted a best offer of $8.50 for him. And he shipped first class in a poly bag. Then we have this blue Tweety bird, who was also 50 cents at the Goodwill. And I accepted a best offer of $8.99 on him. He shipped first class in a poly bag. We have a Woodstock in a witch's costume, 50 cents from the Goodwill. And he sold for the full asking price of $9. And shipped first class in a poly bag. Then we have a little classic cute Tigger. He came from a big lot at a yard sale, so he averaged out to about 50-60 cents. And I accepted a best offer on him of $9.50, and he shipped first class in a poly bag. Here we have a Chick-fil-A cow, Eat More Chicken, 50 cents at the Goodwill. We found a bunch of these at the bins a couple of years ago. We bought them all up and we did really well with them. So anytime I see the Chick-fil-A cows, any size, I grab them up. Again, this guy was 50 cents. I accepted a best offer of $10.50 on him, and he shipped first class in a poly bag. Now we're looking at Bullwinkle. This Bullwinkle came from the Goodwill. He was a classic toy company Bullwinkle, so he had a couple things going for him. He's the classic toy company brand that I enjoy flipping, and I tell you guys to keep an eye out for. And he's Bullwinkle. So he was 50 cents, accepted a best offer of $11 on him, and he shipped first class in a poly bag with a little bit of bubble wrap to protect his hang tag. Here we have a Dandy Collector's Choice Sock Monkey. Sock monkeys in general are a bolo. They do really well. So any sock monkeys that you find, whether they're Dandy, Gallery, there's all kinds of different brands. I do pick up any and all sock monkeys I find, all sizes, all different looks. I have some that look like candy canes with Santa hats, some with Easter bunny ears, some in camo shirts. Sock monkeys are just definitely a thing you want to keep an eye out for. This guy's a bigger one. He's 18 inches, so he's 1.5 feet big. And he was 50 cents at the Goodwill. He sold for $17 and shipped first class in a poly. I found 2 of these Cabbage Patch Adoptimals over the summer. I believe they came from a yard sale for $1 a piece. I can't recall exactly where we found them, but I feel like they were $1 a piece from a yard sale. There was this one and one other. They sat around for a while before they got listed. I don't know why. I think they just ended up in the plush death pile. Regrettably, I should have put them up a lot sooner, but that's cool because they're new in the box, so Q4 is a good time to have them up. This particular one, I accepted a best offer of $20 on, and they paid shipping. So he shipped in a priority box to Kentucky and then went overseas. This was an international buy through the Global Shipping Program, and they paid the shipping from here to Kentucky, and after that, I don't know. But as far as we're concerned for our numbers, he was $20 plus shipping. This is a guy that my son found at the Goodwill over the summer. He was 50 cents. You guys, I tell you all the time, if you see any of these anime or video game characters, even if you don't know what they are, you've never heard of the anime, you've never heard of the video game, you can still clearly tell these characters. You can bring them home, you can look them up and do the research and find out who they are or what show they're from. They do really, really well. I had a pair of anime up once that sold for like 45 or 50 bucks. They're definitely recognizable, even if you're not familiar with the anime or the video games. Snatch them up. This guy was 50 cents. He sold for $23.44. And I did ship him in a wee little box because he has a nice hang tag and he is a more collectible item. Folks that buy these kinds of plush are usually anime nerds, for lack of a better term, or gamers, and they want their items to be nice. They're buying them as collectibles, not as a toy to give to their kid. So I do ship those in boxes. We're going to jump into jeans now. This Victoria's Secrets pair of jeans, they're cute. They're flare. They got distress on them. They came from the last thread-up box that I just purchased a couple weeks ago. So they averaged out to like $1.70, $1.80 for the pair. They sold overnight. So I listed them, and the next day they did sell. I did sell them for $19. So I accepted a best offer of $19. I knew that $21 was pretty high. You guys know I like to price high, absolutely, to give myself room to do those best offers. So I was happy to take $19 for a pair of jeans that flipped overnight. So this is going to be my new bolo for myself for a bread and butter filler item. They're not like a home run or any super duper jeans that are going to sell for 50 or 60 bucks or anything like that. But since they sold overnight that quickly, these are something I will look for on 99-cent day and be more than happy to bring them home and put them up as a bread and butter or filler pair of jeans. Speaking of, here's my favorite brand of bread and butter jeans, the J-Lo's. Again, this is another brand that doesn't go for a lot of money, but it goes really fast. These will sell as fast as you can put them in your store for whatever reason. there is just a fan base, for lack of a better word, or loyal wearers of this brand. The J-Lo jeans, all sizes, all styles. I've never had them sit for longer than a couple of weeks in the store. This pair was 99 cents, flipped for $19.69 within a couple weeks. They shipped in a padded flat, as well as the Victoria's Secret jeans. Then we have another one of my favorite brands to flip as far as bread and butter and filler, the Gloria Vanderbilts. Longtime viewers know my general rule about the Gloria Vanderbilts. I won't pay more than 99 cents for them. If I had the ability to get to the store on half off day, I might pay like $2 or $3. But as it stands, we go sourcing on Sundays, so my options are 99 cents or full price, which is $6.99. So my rule with these is if they're 99 cents, absolutely. But I have another couple of asterisks to add to that. Size 14 and up, or unique in some way. So if they're size 14 or larger, in their plain blue jeans or whatever style, I'll grab them. If they're smaller than size 14, but say like they're striped or they're colorful in some way, I will grab them. And if they have both of those things going for them, even better. So this was a brown pair, plus size 18, 99 cents, and they flipped for $21, and they shipped in a padded flat. This particular pair of brown jeans sold within 2 days of listing as well. So this pair went pretty fast, which was exciting. Then we have some White House Black Market jeans. This used to be a brand that was really good to flip on eBay and used to command a lot higher price. Unfortunately, these have kind of raced to the bottom. So I generally only pick these up, again, if I find them for 99 cents. I pick these up absolutely because they're purple. Now, they are a smaller size. They were a size 2, which is really small, but they were purple. They were unique. They were only 99 cents. So I did list them for $26, and they sold for $26 full price within a week of listing. So White House Black Market is still a brand that's worth looking for. It flips pretty fast. People will pay $24 to $28 depending on what they look like and the style. I just wouldn't pay $6.99 for them. But yeah, these sold within a week, so that was a good flip. Grace in LA. Now this is weird because this isn't a brand I would normally source. This is not typically a brand that goes fast or for a lot of money. But I did find this pair for 99 cents, and they were real super nice looking. They have all of this embellishment on the back, kind of reminiscent of the Miss Me jeans. The nice pockets and all of this embellishment. They were 99 cents. They were cute. I brought them home, listed them, and you guys, they sold for $28.88. It could be the good keywords in the title. I've got the skinny low-rise embellished light wash denim. Could be the jeans themselves. I got nice photos, full-length photos of them showing all of the embellishments, and they're just a nice pair of jeans. They got distressed. They just had a lot going for them. I would try these again. So if I found some more Grace in LA brand with embellishment on them, I'd definitely pick them up again for 99 cents, seeing that this pair sold for $28.88, and they did ship in a padded flat. We're going to take a look at a pair of shoes that sold. These Blowfish sandals I got from a yard sale pretty recently. At that particular yard sale, I got these sandals, which are new with tags, and I got a pair of Skechers new with tags, and a Hard Rock Cafe Pilsner, or no, it was a Hurricane glass in a box. She charged me $12 for all 3 items, so average of $4 per item. And oddly enough, the Skechers haven't sold yet, new with tags women's Skechers, but these have. These went pretty fast, and I just wanted to show these as kind of like an example of how surprising your sales can be sometimes, and you can't always predict the market. We're in fall. Everyone that lives in a place that has fall or colder weather, we're experiencing drops in the temperatures. It's cold outside. These are kind of like a generic-y brand, Blowfish, and their sandals. And these sandals sold faster than the Skechers and off-season. So that was pretty cool. I did take a best offer of $20 on them. They shipped first class in a poly bag, wrapped in some bubble wrap. This is a Material Girl dress. This is not a brand I would source. I did receive this item for free. So since it was free to me, I went ahead and listed it. I thought it was cute. It's in season. It's a nice sweater dress with this fringe here. It sold for a best offer of $13, which is good considering there was no cost of goods, and it did ship first class. This Affliction shirt was free to us. This is the brand that I will source. I will look for it. It is a bolo, you guys. If you find Affliction out in the wild, definitely pick it up. It is a brand that, if you're not familiar to it, it is a brand that is meant to look worn, distressed, destroyed. Most of their items will have all of this like fraying, tearing, ripping, distress. They're meant to look that way. So if you find Affliction and it looks torn up or distressed or worn out, that's how it's supposed to look. It's meant to be that way. That's just this brand. It typically goes for a lot of money. This one was cool because it was reversible, and even cooler yet, free to us, so no cost of goods, and it sold for $27.61 and shipped first class. Peter Millar. You guys have probably heard me talk about Peter Millar before. If not in the what solds, definitely in the haul videos. This is one of Keith's bolos. He looks for Peter Millar polo shirts and the sweaters he does really well with. This is a great brand if you're outsourcing to look for. This polo sold for $28. It was 99 cents at the Goodwill. Sold for $28 and shipped first class in a poly. This is a brand everyone should definitely be looking out for all the time. It is a definite bolo. Trip with 2 P's. It is a Hot Topic kind of brand. They have these punk and goth styles. Very, very recognizable. Once you have flipped this brand once or twice, you'll be able to spot it from a mile away in a thrift store. The pants are kind of like plaid or loud like this. They usually have lots of belts, buckles, zippers. We sold a belt once that had like bullets on it. It's definitely recognizable. You use the right keywords with these. You want to use punk, goth, Hot Topic. And this skirt sold for $33.75. Free to us, remember that. So that's a nice profit right there. And it shipped first class in a poly bag. But definitely, if you guys see this Trip out in the wild, snatch it up. It does really well. Some of the pants can go upwards of $50 and $60, and they usually sell within a couple of weeks of listing. I'm going to show you a couple ties of Keith's that we sold. This Wembley tie came in a lot. I think it came out to like 10 cents for the tie. So it sold for $9. We accepted a best offer of $9 on it. We had 10 cents in. They shipped first class. It weighed like 2 ounces. It's a little pretty pink tie. And we do bulk buy ties whenever we can. So whenever we're out at yard sales or estate sales or anywhere like that, church sales, if they have a box of ties and they're willing to give us a really good price, we take all their ties off their hands. We bring them home. We delist them a little bit at a time because they come out to like 5 or 10 cents a piece. They're really, really super easy to photograph and list. They're very lightweight to ship. They're a very nice filler item. And some ties can be worth a lot of money. Some of the brands you want to look for. Donald Trump, Hermes, Brooks Brothers, Vintage Vines. Some of those can go for a lot of money. But when we can get them in bulk, that's fine. We will flip them as bread and butter and filler items. Here's one that came from a lot. This one was probably about 50 cents, I want to say, give or take a little bit on the math. And this one was a little bit disappointing. We pulled this one out and we were like, oh, look, it's Pooh and he's fishing and it's novelty and it's Winnie the Pooh. And you comp it and everyone's racing to the bottom. So $12 was what we listed it at, and it sold for the full price of the $12. Shipped first class. And you guys may remember these from the very, very beginning of yard sale season. Way back in May, we went to a yard sale and we bought 2 huge boxes of Christmas stuff. One box was $5, one box was $2. They were full of Christmas mugs and Christmas ornaments. And I finally got them all listed in July, Christmas in July. A lot of the ornaments sold really fast. We had a lot of the Hallmark ones. We had a singing light up Rudolph the Reindeer Christmas mug that went pretty fast. So there were two really cute ornaments like this. This one's in really bad shape though. The other one was in a lot better shape. There was the board game Life on this Monopoly game. Ornaments, super cute even with the damage. If you look close at all the detail, it's just so cute. It's got the little hotels and the pieces, the money, property. This one had a lot of damage, so I expected it to take a little bit longer to sell. The Life board game went within a month of being listed. This one sold for $18, and it will ship out tomorrow. We're going to bubble wrap it real nice and put it in a tiny little box, probably a 5x5x5, and just pat it out to get him safely to his new home. And then last thing I wanted to show you this week was this Columbia jacket. We got this from a church sale at the beginning of the summer. I want to say it was $2. I really do. It may have been $5, but I don't think we would have paid $5 for this. It is a nice jacket though. It's the Omnitech waterproof breathable Columbia jacket. So if you guys see these Columbia sportswear jackets, especially that are waterproof, or Omnitech, anything like that, you want to pick them up. This one sat around for a long time before being listed, so it hasn't taken as long to sell as we've had it. We purchased it at the beginning of this the season at a church sale. I want to say June, and it had some marks right here, like some white stains. Keith kind of put it aside in his I don't want to piles. Eventually we pulled it out. We decided that it wouldn't do to sit there and try to hand wash it with Awesome. It would have been too much work. So what we did was we turned the whole thing inside out, washed it on gentle, and air dried it, and it came nice and clean and finally got listed. It took just under a month to sell once it was finally listed, and it sold for $21.11 plus shipping because it weighed more than a pound. So we did charge calculated shipping on it. When it folds up, it's really, really bulky. It's also not going to fit in a padded flat. There's just no way. We fought with it a little bit. It hasn't shipped yet. It just sold. So it's not going to fit in a padded flat. We found that out before we listed it. So we decided we're just going to ship it in a nice box, make it look nice in there, fold it up nice, maybe with some tissue paper and a thank you card. So we did put calculated shipping on it for them to pay. So they did pay the shipping in addition to the cost of the coat. $21.11, kind of a weird best offer, but we took it. I don't know where the 11 cents came from, but they sent it. We accepted it, so it'll ship out tomorrow with everything. And that's the last thing I wanted to show you today was this Columbia jacket. So how have your sales been? Have you guys been seeing an increase in your sales at the start of Q4? Or is your eBay kind of being stagnant a little bit like ours? We're kind of just at where we should be. We're not like, holy cow, we're into Q4 and we can't keep up mode yet. Haven't quite hit that. We're just kind of hovering at the numbers that we should be, but it's definitely better than it was back in August when everything seemed to be at a standstill and everybody was really suffering from the summer slowdown. We're doing really, really well on Poshmark. Again, I cannot reiterate this enough to you guys. If you're only on eBay, you are doing yourself a disservice. Definitely get on other platforms. Definitely put your eggs in a bunch of different baskets so that you can have multiple streams of income coming in. Anyway, let me know how you guys are doing in the comments down below. I love to hear from you. Please hit the thumbs up before you leave. It's such a simple thing to do, but it really, really helps our channel out so much. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. Join our Facebook group if you haven't. It is the Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod on Facebook, or you can click on the link in the description box to join us over there. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Flippin' Hippos across all social media. Until next time, guys, have a wonderful rest of your Columbus Day. Enjoy yourselves. Go be productive. Let's have a very successful and satisfying Q4. Thank you for watching, guys. You're the best. See you later. Bye.